good morning on day 11. I'm on the ferry to Koh Samui. It's just gone 9 o'clock, so we've just left the pier. Yeah, I'm buggered already. I've done 70 kilometres. I did that to get here. The ferries run every hour, so my aim was to get here at about 8:30 for the 9 o'clock. I got here at 8:32. So I did well, but it wasn't easy. It was 70 kilometres. Yeah, I got up at 4:30. I was a bit quicker today, so I was on the road at 5:20. So an extra 40 minutes on the road this morning, which was needed. Well, it was needed for the ferry and just to try and beat the heat. So yeah, we left at 9. It's due to get in, I believe, at 10:30. And it's probably an hour and a half riding, hopefully, to Chaweng. So that'll get me there about midday. And apologies, I've had to move. Man, that's bright light. So you can hear the engine roar in the background. Yeah, the captain had it up to about 7 knots there for a minute, and we're back to about 3 knots. So maybe an hour and a half is a bit optimistic. I was a bit nervous when I got on. The ferry seemed to be listing to the port side, and I put my bike on the port side, so there's a bit more weight on that side. So who knows? Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to getting to my stop today, and I think I'll take 2 full days in Samui, so 3 nights. I'll probably take them off now. Yeah, so 3 nights, and just try and relax, regroup, and clear my chest. I end up riding today the whole way with my COVID mask on, covering my mouth. To try and cut down on some of this pollution. Anyway, I'll give you a little scan. Unfortunately, the view's a bit obstructed by the pollution, but that's the norm here in Thailand. A beautiful country hidden by self-inflicted pain. Probably enough about the smoke, but it is annoying, and for the first time ever, it's got me wondering if I can actually complete the trip that I've planned. I certainly can't if it continues this way. I can feel my breathing restricted, and I guess that'll only get worse if I have to push through this crap day after day, week after week. So hopefully that'll change. Approaching Samui, we're a bit over an hour into the trip, so maybe 20 minutes to go. Samui's a pretty big island. I've just had a look. I've got 30 kilometres to ride, and I'm riding the shortest route possible across the north of the island. Into Chaweng. It'll be worth it when I get there, but I think the going's going to be a little bit tough. So I sound a little bit pessimistic, but yeah, it'll be 10:30 when I get on the road. It's already over 30 degrees, and the air quality's not great. So I think it might be a couple of hours. There's a couple of nasty climbs as well. I can't imagine I'm going to get up them. I think I'm going to be walking the bike up. Only a few hundred metres, but I think it hits about 15%. And the way I'm feeling, yeah, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think I'll be walking. I'm feeling quite cool now. Still sticky, but yeah, I've been sitting inside the air-conditioned compartment on the ferry, having an ice cream and sucking down a couple of cool drinks and just enjoying the cool air. Sat behind a family of about 8. Got to find out where they're staying. Not what hotel, what beach. I'm going to the other one. Yeah, quite, to be honest, I wish I was rolling off the ferry into the hotel, but I'm not. So yeah, 30 k's to go, and some of it's going to be tough. I'm sure I'll handle it. The beer will taste better tonight, and the next night, and the next night. And this is my humble room in Koh Samui on Chaweng Beach. So a Mexican style resort right on the beach. And I wouldn't normally shoot so much bathroom stuff because it's arguably not that interesting, but I think they've done a really, really good job here. So there's a really nice modern shower, and a nice vanity. Look at the mirror, what a beauty. Now, I had a soak in that bath yesterday with cold water, which frankly wasn't all that cold, but I used it to try and cool my body down. I was feeling quite hot. And there's the bike in a bit of a state of unpack at the moment. It's been about 6 days since I've had any laundry done, so I've had to dig deep for fresh clothes and put my worn clothes in the laundry. Poor laundry person. She or he will need to deal with them. Got a really nice room. And why so much detail on this room? Well, 48 bucks. 48 bucks. Now that sounds a lot compared to the 26 I spent in Surat Thani only 2 nights ago. But when you see where it's located, you'll understand why 48 is great value. Now I've probably just given away that I've already stayed here 1 night, and you can see from the crumpled bed that I have. Yeah, I'm filming this now on day 12, having arrived here yesterday. That'll make yesterday day 11. But yes, I was rather fatigued yesterday and didn't shoot the finish up video. So here it is. So let's take a walk. We'll leave my room, and the picture may have missed it up due to the temperature difference between my chilly room and outside. It's already about 33 degrees and it's not quite midday. So I've been here 24 hours, or approaching 24 hours. And reception's under there, and the main street is about 50 yards away. It's a Mexican theme, this resort. So that's my room right in the centre. But as I say, let's go for a walk to the beach. Sweetie cup. And if you're lucky, I'll speed this video up so you don't have to see every little bush that's growing. Yeah, we can see some people in the pool there. They're paid by management to just make sure the water temperature's the correct temperature for the guests. They don't like to do it, but they do it anyway. And we can see, as with everywhere in Thailand, not a lot of people here. This is where one takes breakfast, as one did this morning. And when one feels fatigue, one sits there and has a cold beer. Expensive beer prices, as by Thai prices, $4 for a stubby. So you have to decide if the view's worth $4. I decided it was. So this is Chaweng Beach. And that's what happens when you've been here for a week. So that'll be me in about a week if I stay here that long. So as I say, $48. A little more than the 26 in Surat Thani, and well worth it. Well, good morning on day 12, and in case you're confused, I rode to Samui yesterday on day 11, but I'm only just recording the post-ride script almost 24 hours later, and there's a big reason for that. Yesterday I was stuffed. It was by my standards, quite a Herculean effort. I was up at 4:30, on the road at 5:20, and yes, 50 minutes to get ready, but that's quite fast for me. Apart from showering and getting ready, I've got to make sure the bike's ready and pack it. and hit the road. So the first 40 odd minutes was in the dark, but I was quite happy with that. It was mainly going through the township itself, which was well lit, and I had my bike rear light, the dynamo light on, plus the additional road bike light that I have mounted on it. I had that on as well, so I felt I was well lit, and the mirror served me well, so I was actually quite safe. But I had roughly 3 hours to get to the ferry terminal in order to get the 9 o'clock ferry, which I was very determined to catch. It's a 1.5 hour ferry ride. That would spit me out in Samui at 10:30, 20 odd K ride. So that would get me to Chaweng Beach by about midday. And that all worked well. I actually rolled into the ferry terminal right on 8:30. No troubles getting a ticket and getting on. And a fairly uneventful ferry crossing. But having ridden 70 k's in those 3 hours, given that my speed with the bike load and the aerodynamics of it, I'm normally doing 20 to 25k an hour. So it was a little bit of a push to make the terminal, and once I got on the ferry, I was pretty keen to suck in some cold water and sit in the air-conditioned lounge on the ferry. I rolled off the ferry right on 10:30. The first 2 kilometres were beautiful, and then there was my Mount Everest, my moment. And there was a pitch up a hill. It's only about 700 metres long, but you climb 700 metres. So that's an average of 10%. However, it peaked out at 19%, 19, and that was too much for me. One of the things I've found riding here is when you're at normal cruising speed, 20-25k an hour, you're creating a cooling breeze, and you're actually, it's quite comfortable. You're wet and, from the sweat, but the temperature is quite comfortable. It's when you slow down, and in particular you stop, that you heat up. So you might imagine that when you hit a really steep hill, your effort goes up, your speed drops, the cooling disappears, and your body heat just explodes. It all comes out through your head. So it's quite uncomfortable, and I could not do it. So I had to get off the bike and push the bike up the hill. Now my bike and gear is probably weighing around 55 to 60 kilos. And to be honest, when you're rolling on the flat, you don't even notice it. The only difference between that and a light bike is same effort, but less ground speed. So it's actually not difficult, but pushing it up that bloody hill, my goodness, that was hard work. And I had about 500 metres to push up the hill, and I could only make about 100 metres at a time before I had to stop and basically lean over the bike and with the handbrake on, and so the bike didn't roll, and lean over the bike and suck in the big ones. But I got there. I got to the top of the hill, I rolled down the other side back down to sea level within the next 700 metres, and then the rest of the ride was fairly cruisy, and I pulled into Samui. I am struggling with the air quality and the smoke, and it's definitely on my chest. So I rode all yesterday with a mask, a COVID mask over my mouth. And that did help, definitely helped. Unfortunately, when the efforts were required for hills, and particularly that big hill, the mask has to come off so I can suck enough air in, and then you're sucking it deep, and then you're putting it deep into your lungs. So that's an issue. So look, I've pulled into this beautiful resort. The initial plan was 3 nights, 2 days off the bike. I've now extended that to 4 off the bike, so a total of 5 nights, to see if I can fix my breathing, so I'm not doing anything silly here. So I'll head to a pharmacy soon and see if I can find a magic local elixir to get my breathing right again. Otherwise, sadly, I have to look at amending the ride and what it is that I can and can't do, and so that would be a huge disappointment, but I guess health comes first. The big issue is I'm normally on the road at 6 and off at 12 or midday. That's 6 hours of sucking in the smoke, and whereas the layperson is probably not outside for that long and only breathing shallowly, that's hard to say, shallowly, I'm breathing quite deeply, and I'm sucking it in, and I'm out there for so long. So I have to be careful and we'll see. So I'm having a huge time still. I'm really enjoying the ride, but I need to have a bit of a think. Hopefully the 4 days off the bike will have me fully recuperated. I'm going to hit that pool soon. Then I might edit this video. Then I might hit the pool again, and by then it might be time for a refreshing singer on Chaweng beach.
I'm used to give all I have. I'm used to get nothing back. Wherever I go, it's the same. There's no excuses, no one to blame. Sometimes I can't understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the rain, even as we're having a fight? Say you, say you, just say you.
And a special footnote to Clive, Barb, Brett and Kayla, who've just come down with the dreaded COVID. I thought the least I could do was show you a tropical pool by the beach to help brighten your day. Good luck guys, and I hope all is well very soon and you make a speedy recovery.
We both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the